Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is the 22nd of November, 2021. It is Monday, and so I have to show you this, and there's a story that goes along with this, okay? So, as I had explained to you guys, I had ordered solar panels, charge controller inverter combination, batteries, and some other components that I needed for my build in West Virginia to start my solar system. Okay. So I got to start from the beginning of the story. So initially, the company that was so when you order the solar panels, through one company, then you have to call this other company to set up delivery of said solar panels. Fine. Okay. No problem. So, oh yes, and by the way, as you can see, it is snowing as well. So, I called this company up. They're like, "Yep, we'll get it figured out when we're getting ready to ship it out. We'll let you know." I said, "Fine." So they called me, like the week before I left, and they said, "We will deliver the solar panels on Tuesday." And I'm thinking, perfect, because I'll still be home on Tuesday. And that's not an issue, right? So Tuesday comes, and they said, "Oh, we can't deliver the solar panels today. We're going to have to deliver them tomorrow." And I'm like, okay. So now I knew I was going to be gone. We left on Wednesday. Becky and I had left on Wednesday to go down to West Virginia. And I'm like, okay, well, at least Mom will be here and stuff like that. So Wednesday came and went. They said it was going to be delivered between 10 and 4, and nobody showed up, nothing on Wednesday. So Mom basically sat home all day on Wednesday waiting for these people to show up, which they never did. All right, so I'm like, okay. So I call Thursday morning, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be delivered today." This was on Thursday between 10 and 4. I said, okay. So again, Mom's waiting. They call me, and I'm trying to remember how it went down, because okay, so they called me and said, so this is the way it works. So he calls me and says, "Yeah, the driver says he can't get down your road." And so I'm talking to the dispatcher guy, and I said, "Listen, yes, they can. They can get down my road. They can turn around in my driveway." I go, "It's not an issue at all." Now, I'm not going to tell you what shipping company it is, because I don't want to, I just won't say the name of the company. But so anyway, so what happened was they didn't deliver them on Thursday. So then they're like, "Okay, well, we're gonna deliver them Friday." I said, "Okay." So he says, he calls me on Friday, and he goes, "Well, that's a dead-end road." I go, "Yes, it is, but you're going to..." Oh, so I had asked them, I said they can pull right in my driveway. They can turn around. It's not going to be an issue. He goes, "Oh, no. Oh, no. This is curbside service. We can't bring it in your driveway." I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I've had so many deliveries here. It's been ridiculous, the amount of deliveries." And I said, "They all pull in the driveway. The trucks all do." "Oh, no, they won't. Drivers won't pull in the driveway." So they were giving me the runaround on Friday. So the driver didn't get up here to like 5:30, or he was running behind. So it was like 5:30 or 6 o'clock at night by the time he got up to the main road, up the cutoff before he turned down here, and he wouldn't deliver it. He said, "It's dark. I can't see. It's a dead end road." And so I'm talking to the dispatcher, and I am like irate. I will be honest with you guys. I was irate. I go, "Do you know how much money I paid?" And I'm going to tell you guys, okay, just so you get an idea. To deliver these 6 solar panels, it cost me $230 for the delivery. And then they're giving me a hard time, and they're like, "Well, we'll only do curbside service." I said, "Well, you got to have somebody come on down this freaking road then." And so when this happened on Friday, I said, "Listen, we're just going to wait till Monday. I'll be back home on Monday. You have somebody deliver it here on Monday." Now, I'm thinking that they're only going to do the curbside, out to the road here. So first of all, the driver calls me, and he says, He goes, it's a dead-end road? I said, yes, but you're going to be able to turn around because there's a side road this way, and then the other road continues that way, and that's a dead end as well. I said, there's an area down here where you will be able to turn around. He said, no problem. So he goes, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. And I said, okay. So he comes down here, comes down, turns around, pulls up here. And so I was telling him what the story was and stuff like that. And we're going to walk down here real quick. And so, you know, I said, I was asking them to just, if you guys would bring it up and just drop it back here at the end of my driveway, so then that way I don't have to unpackage it. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put a tarp over it, and they're going to sit there for the winter, and they're going to be just fine. I've done that with actually other solar panels. Those 5 on the end, they sat through a winter until we built the rack. So he said to me, he goes, I'll back it into the driveway for you. He goes, as long as you don't have a problem with me, cutting through here. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. It's fine. I don't have an issue with it at all. So he went forward, he backed in, backed it all the way up, unloaded it for me, and dropped it off. And so, I mean, how difficult is it to work with somebody? So I'm going to tell you what I did. I said, I'm sure you're probably not allowed to take money. I said, but I'm putting $20. He had like a sweatshirt on type of thing. I put $20 in there. I said, go buy yourself some lunch on me. I said, because I appreciate you being decent and not being an a-hole about it. And he says, no, man. He goes, I try to work with people. Very, very nice gentleman. Delivered this, brought her back right up, dropped it up here. And so that's where she's going to be sitting for the winter. I may turn it. I already turned it. It was this way, and I've turned it that way. But a little bit at a time. It's about 400 pounds. So you pick up, you slide. You pick up, you slide. I may try to bring it over to this area over here. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. So it's out of our walkway when we're getting wood through the winter. But I'm going to tarp it up, cover it up. It'll sit there for the winter. And then in the spring, I will take those panels, I will load them into the truck along with the other components, and I will take them down to West Virginia, and we will get our solar system set up in the spring. So the good news is all of my components for my solar system are now here. There is a reason why I did it now. Some of you are going to ask, well, why didn't you just wait to the spring to get this stuff? Couple of reasons. Number one, in the spring it could be more expensive, so the opportune time to get supplies is right now. Who knows what's going to be happening in our country come the spring, so the unknown element of it, will there be shipping issues, will there be continuous problems? So with being able to get these supplies here now, I now have them on site. Here at the homestead in New York. They're not on site in West Virginia, obviously, but I have all the components that I need to get started with my solar system for West Virginia. And I'm going to share all that. I talked a little bit about the solar system that I'm doing in West Virginia. I'm doing a 48-volt solar system down there, and I will walk you guys through every aspect of it. What I was talking about, one of the things, and I will show you this. One of the things that I was talking about was solar rack. Okay, when I build my racks, it's going to be racks down in West Virginia. Each rack will have 6 solar panels. Okay, so that would be just those 6 panels would be one rack. Okay, so each rack that we build will hold 6 panels, and there's a reason for that. So what happened here, one of the mistakes that I made, these are 2-inch pipe. Okay, so these pipes are 2-inch pipe. I should have gone with the 4-inch pipe, because what happened is, before Becky and Mom's building was here, the wind would blow, and this turns into a great big huge sail, okay? And it would be rocking and rolling. So what I ended up having to do is reconcrete all of these in here. I did this, I don't know if I did it last year or this year. I don't remember, to be honest with you, but I think it might have been last year. I don't remember. But I had to reconcrete these because of the rocking and swaying. They had gotten loose. We had to realign everything and then concrete them into place. But, then when we put, no, it had to be last year, because then we put Mom and Becky's building in this year, and I don't remember when I did. But anyway, so I had to reconcrete them in. So the game plan in West Virginia is going to be 4-inch pipe, which is going to be much more solid, much more sturdy. They're going to be concreted in from the very beginning, and then that way I'm not going to have an issue with that. I will get more of the condor, which you see underneath here, and build the racks that way, and then we'll do 6 solar panels per rack. No issue whatsoever there, and that'll work out perfectly. And so that is what we're going to end up doing. Now those components I don't have yet. So we will work on that once we get down there to West Virginia. I'll buy those parts and stuff down there. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on. It'll come together, but with having all these components here now, it definitely makes me happy. This was very frustrating, and I thought I was going to have an argument and a hard time with this driver. And realistically, if he said, hey, I'm only going to drop it off at the end, I was already ready to deal with that. I was going to be fine. But if I could talk him into backing it up for me, and he didn't know I was going to give him an extra 20. He didn't know that, but I did that because he was just so decent about everything, and delivered it for me with no hassle, no hard time. So that was amazing. And so it definitely, the person you're dealing with makes all the difference. And this guy was, like I said, he was very accommodating, which was nice. And so he backed that right up here. So now I don't have to unpack it, which I did not want to do anyway. So it can just sit here, and it's ready to go. And so, I will, like I said, I'm going to probably try to pull it over this way as much as I can, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And like I said, I'm going to tarp this and get this squared away. But as you can see, we have snow going on. I'm going to be taking these flags down soon for this year, and we will go from there. But very productive year this year. We got a lot done. We got a lot done with Mom and Becky's place, and so that has been good. And just slow and steady, just getting things done, getting things squared away. But I got to get all my flags down because it's that time of year, and like I said, as you can see, it is snowing. So we will deal with that, and we will go from there. But I tell you guys, interesting. It's just it was really nice to deal with somebody that was decent about everything. Because the dispatcher was being a jerk. I would use another word, but this is family friendly, so I'll just say a jerk. But the driver here that delivered today, because the driver I talked to on Friday was pissing me right off, I'll be honest with you. And especially in the fact that when they initially said they were going to deliver on Tuesday, and then they said, well, no, now it's going to be Wednesday, and they were a no-show on Wednesday. At least they called me on Tuesday and said they weren't going to be able to get it there Tuesday. But then, it's supposed to come Wednesday, nobody's here. And the guy said, oh, yeah, they said they came twice. And it had the sticker saying that on Thursday that they came and nobody was here, which is a lie. So nobody showed up here. They probably went to the end of the road, saw that it was dead end, and said, the driver, whoever that driver was, and probably just said, screw it, I'm not delivering it. So that's what probably happened there. And then the fiasco on Friday. And then, like I said, I just told him, I said, you wait till I'm home on Monday and we'll do it then. And like I said, I was fully prepared to have to hump these panels up here, restack them. And so, not having to do that is a nice feeling. So, now I can just cover them up, and they're already wrapped, as you can see. And so they will stay that way until the spring. And then I will load them up in the truck, and we will get them on down to West Virginia and get things set up down there. And that I'm excited about. I can't wait to get that project really going full tilt in the spring. So I'm going to be really watching the weather come April, March. So if the weather's going to be decent enough in March, I will be down there. If it's not going to be decent enough, then I'll wait till April. But I'm hoping to get down there in March time will tell. We'll see what the season brings. We'll see what our winter's going to be like, and we'll kind of go from there. But it will all be a work in progress. So maybe the end of March, who knows? I mean, we'll have to see. But like I said, I am definitely excited about this and getting this going and getting to work down there. So it's going to be a fun project. I'm happy to bring you guys along with that. And actually, I will show you in here. We've made a bit of a dent already. Not, in the wood. We've been burning, now we're getting towards the end of November. And so, we're working on that wood there. And well, I'm going to see how long that wood there lasts. And we have, we got a couple of rows here. This is the old wood. So this wood here and this wood here is the old wood. And we'll see how far that gets us. And if we have, we run out there, we have all the wood. It's 12 face cord here. So, and if some of you call them a rick, so 3 face cord equals a cord of wood. So basically what we have 3 cord over on this side. And so that's where we're at with that. But it's that time of year. The weather is just wonderful. And so I wanted to share this story and tell you, I want to encourage you all again, if you have things that you want to get, if you have projects that you're going to want to do, I would encourage you to get your supplies now. Get them now, because we don't know. The unknown is very scary, and if you wait, you may not be able to get the supplies that you need. And I wanted to make sure that I had the components that I needed to get this system started. So really happy about that. All right, guys, I am, real quick before I jump off, PrepperNurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse One community, free to join, no credit card information is asked. It's a resource that we have set up for you guys to connect with like-minded people. Definitely check that out. Also on my website, PrepperNurse1.com, we have the Legacy Freeze-Dried Foods, which is a 25-year shelf life. So if you go to PrepperNurse1.com, you click on store, it will drop down, you will see Legacy Foods. You click on that, and once you are clicked on there, then you will have... 25-year shelf life. It'll take you to the store within the website. That's what I meant to say. 25-year shelf life, GMO free, made in the United States. It is vegetarian, but there are beef and chicken options that can be purchased separately. Also, there is gluten-free options for people that need that as well. Definitely a good thing to have in your long-term prep, so definitely take advantage of that. Also, we have the Forefathers, which is a CBD and hemp store. Definitely check them out as well, and take advantage of that. You go over to their website. If you click on their logo, it will take you to their website. If you're there and you decide to make a CBD or hemp purchase, when you check out, make sure you use the discount code PrepperNurse1. When you do that, you'll save yourself 15% on your purchase. All right, so definitely take advantage of that. All right, well, I'm going to jump off here for now. I will be doing another video later today, but I needed to share the story with you of what happened with this, and it ended up being a happy ending, and so I'm very pleased in that aspect. But remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse One, out for now. Oh, come on, baby girl.